Hey guys, welcome to my ranking on all the Spider-Man movies from the worst to the best. We got a lot of these movies. I think they're 10 movies. I'm not including Into Spider-Verse because you know why. It's an animated movie, so I'm going to include the live action ones. So, let's begin with my ranking. Coming in last place, come on, is Spider-Man 3. What a surprise. So, Spider-Man 3, here it is. There's that piece of shit. Now, I never liked this movie. I always hated it. The villains were boring. Well, Venom was thrown in there, of course. The characters were so unlikable in this film. And why is this even a movie? It should have ended with Spider-Man 2. But no, they made a third one. And I never even liked it. So that's why it's in last place. Alright, coming in ninth place is Spider-Man Homecoming. I really enjoyed this movie. I really loved Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought it was a great film. But the relationship between Peter and what's her name? Liz, I think that was her name. Did not really like. They should have gone with Peter and MJ, but no. They wanted to put Liz in there. But other than that, the movie was pretty good. And the Vulture was great as well. And yeah, that's why Spider-Man Homecoming is in ninth place? Yeah, ninth place. Coming in eighth place is the first Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is a really good film. I really enjoyed this film. The characters were likable. Gwen and Peter's relationship was pretty good. The action scenes were pretty good. And the villain was pretty weak, but he's still great. And yeah, that's why the Amazing Spider-Man is in number 8. So that's in 8th place. Now, coming in 7th place is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a great film. I really enjoyed this film. The characters were likable. The villains were likable. Except for Green Goblin and, what's his name? Rhino. The action scenes were pretty good. The ending was pretty weak, but it's still a great movie. And then... But other than that, the film is pretty good. So that's in 7th place. I think I went through all of these. 10, 9, 8, 7. Coming in 6th place is Venom. Let There Be Not Let There Be Carnage. Venom. Venom. I really enjoyed this movie. The first Venom movie was pretty good. Really, the disc art was not really that great. But the movie was pretty good. I really enjoyed this one. Tom Hardy is a better Eddie Brock in Venom than Topher Grace was, because Topher Grace was terrible. But he redeemed Venom. Wait. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, alright. Coming in 5th place is Venom Let There Be Carnage. I know people trashes on this movie. Hang on a sec. Alright, thankful. Finally. Alright. I do like the disc art. Oh, it's really good. But the DVD is just plain. Alright, what about Venom Let There Be Carnage? The characters were great. The villains, the Carnage, I think it was great. The ending was a little bit weak, but not that much. But other than that, this movie was pretty good. Venom Let There Be Carnage was very good. I don't have him, but wait. 8, 7, 6, 5. But coming in fourth place is Spider-Man No Way Home. I really enjoyed this movie. It just came out more recently. I really enjoyed it, but the ending was pretty confusing, but it's still a great movie nonetheless. The characters were likable, story was likable, the villains were badass, and I don't know, man. Not that I like No Way Home. It's a pretty good film. So that's in fourth place. Yeah, coming in third place is Far From Home. It was originally my number one, but I'll wait for the next one. So Far From Home, I really enjoyed this film. The relationship between Peter and MJ was pretty good. The villains were like the villain was likable. Nick Fury, not so much, but it was. I'm just speechless. The characters were so likable in this film. The ending was pretty great, where Mysterio told the world that Peter's identity and to set up No Way Home, and yeah, that's why it's in third place. Coming in, my runner-up is the first Spider-Man. The first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. I really enjoyed this movie. The characters were likable, story was likable. The ending was great, and the final battle was great. So yeah, that's why Spider-Man is in number 2. Everyone knows what this is. Spider-Man 2 is my number 1. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2. It's just a great film from start to finish. Characters were likable, story was likable. The ending was great, and yeah, and there's nothing to say bad about this movie. It's really good. Alright guys, so this is this video guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. At some point, I'm going to get the X-Men movies. Thinking about that. And yeah, that's alright. So, bye.